What's going on, guys? This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ, back in for another great episode. And of course, I am bringing you the heat. Today, we're going to be talking about Deshuan Watson and Aaron Rodgers. This is risky business. This is something we need to know and how to address on draft day. I'm going to give you some clarity. I'm going to give you some information of why you should possibly just stay away from both of them, because both of them have drama going on with their teams and their organizations. I do not want you guys to go ahead and get burned. We, as I learned my lesson about getting burned on players thanks to Le'Veon Bell holding out that year. That cost me a championship, people. Definitely cost me my back-to-back seasons to be champion, to hold that belt up, to hold that trophy up, to have the cash prize. You don't want to be that victim this year. So let's get right into the episode. So let's get updated on these two guys that have a drama-filled offseason. So let's start off with Aaron Rodgers. Now, a lot of people are drafting him still. He's still going in that 6th, 7th round with the ADP like that and, in super flex leagues. I really feel like it's risky business. Even in one quarterback leagues, I still seeing him getting picked up in mocks and real leagues, actually. So here's the thing. He basically declined the offer that the Packers were giving him. So therefore, he countered back with a 2-year, $90 million guaranteed. That's what he's asking for. Nuts, right? So what this means is he's giving them basically an ultimatum that is basically impossible. That's possibly not happening. So I think he gave them that high number as a $90 million guaranteed, basically as punishment to them, saying, hey, you guys are disrespecting me. You guys were year after year not giving me players, not giving me the tools to win. We're one game away from the Super Bowl, and you guys the following year go and use the first-round pick on Jordan Love, a quarterback. Justin Jefferson's on the board. Why were you not targeting him? Why aren't you trading up to go get Justin Jefferson? It's nuts. But anyway, moving on. Aaron Rodgers is basically threatening that he's going to be retiring, that he wants a trade, et cetera, et cetera. This is a 50-50 game that you don't want to play on draft day because, again, we are all here to bring home the gold, people. And with this risk, with this circus, with this drama going on, Devontae Adams threw in the mix that he cut off extension talks. So he's in a bad place with the Packers right now. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on where us fantasy players need to just avoid on draft day. Even if it clears up a tiny bit more closer to draft day, or whenever you're drafting in August or whatever the case may be, I still don't want the headache. I still don't want to gamble on a position in QB1 leagues, one quarterback leagues where I only need one quarterback and I'll stream the other. I don't want to be stuck with an Aaron Rodgers as my QB2 even in a super flex league because I can end up getting burned that way. So honestly, with the drama, I'm leaning towards that he retires. I'm leaning towards that he gets traded, but it's a 50-50 game that we don't need to be playing with because, again, he can easily crumble your team if you invest high on him in Superflex. He can easily but damage your team in one quarterback leagues as well. So why even deal with the headache? With this drama, it doesn't look like it's coming to an end. It just looks like it's getting started with Aaron Rodgers counting with that and the number was insane when I seen it, but the guaranteed is what really put me yo, he's wilding. But anyway, moving on to Deshaun Watson. Now with Watson, he's returning back to training camp. He's showing face. He's showing teams that basically he is focused on football and he wants to play football this year. Not necessarily for the Texans. He still wants out. That's a given. So he's avoiding getting fined $50,000 to $60,000 a day or each practice he misses, for not being there. So, of course, he's going to show up. Of course, this news is swaying a lot of people saying, all right, he showed up to camp. He's playing this year. Oh, my God, I'm going to draft him. He finished number 1 in passing yards last year. Oh, my God. Pump the brakes. This is basically saying, hey, I'm showing up so I don't get fined. We still don't know what the NFL are going to do in the investigation if they stepped in and then they, put him on the NFL exempt list or if they suspend him for 6 to 8 games. Who knows what's going to happen? We still don't know what's going on with this case. Clearly, that's why I'm urging people to step away from the draft board with Deshaun Watson in your hand. I need you guys to understand he's only going there just to show face, just so they can other teams in the NFL say, oh, he's confident. He wants to play football this year. He's a obviously once out of the Texans, their weapons are trash. I honestly don't see the Texans, budging on their basically decision of not wanting to trade him. But hey, Watson needs to save some money. Watson's not trying to pay out of pocket to a team he doesn't like to begin with. I'm not gonna, hate the organization and then give them money out of my pocket. I'm gonna show up. I'm not going to say he's going to put a full send effort. He's probably going to go through the drills just to get more in shape, get the rust off, get in, football mindset so the other teams can trade for him and have him on the roster and he's ready to go. The question is, does he have a market right now? What team is looking for him? I know there's rumors saying the Eagles are going to go out and, make a trade with Watson and give them Hurts, et cetera, et cetera. There's no real core facts to that. So I don't want to lean on that to be something true to say that he has a market. But right now it's like radio silence right now for Watson. So when it comes to draft day for us fantasy players, I don't understand the need to want to get these guys on the roster to play that 50-50 gamble. Even if it hits, even if it says, yes, he'll play for the Texans, how good are the Texans going to be? Have you seen their roster? Have you seen it? The only good skilled player there is Brandon Cooks, and that's it. That's done. I don't understand why people are trying to play this gamble of getting Watson in the earlier rounds in Superflex or even in the late rounds for one quarterback leagues. Listen, I'm hands off. There's plenty other quarterbacks I can target there that will give me a top 12 finish. Or I can just go ahead and target Mahomes or target Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, like all these quarterbacks. And you want to get the ones that are possibly not playing this year? Does not make sense to me. So the Wolfpack, please stay away. Please stay away from these two quarterbacks. Only one position that I really don't want to get stressed out about on draft day where I can just get a guy who's going to show up and show out 25 to 30 points where he can have big weeks, where he can give me 35 points, et cetera, et cetera. I don't need this drama. I don't need this off-field distraction going into my fantasy roster on draft day. So I'm telling you guys, stay clear of the circuit. Stay away. The circuit sucks. Nobody likes to bring in brothers anymore. Sorry, but not sorry. I know it's a classic or whatever, but come on now. Stay away. Take the red nose off, walking up to the draft board, getting Watson or Rodgers. Stay away, people. So this wraps up another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ. My takes on the Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers. Please stay away, people. The Wolfpack, I want you guys to bring home the gold. This is nothing new, with quarterbacks going at it with their GMs and et cetera, et cetera. But this is new with them going publicly of how both of these teams are going about it. So I want you guys to address the draft day and go ahead and get a guy like Derek Carr if you want to wait on quarterback. He's a very consistent quarterback to be between top 15, top 12-ish. I really think, Darren Waller is really what's helping him to be, basically consistent to be in that round. Now, Kirk Cousins is another guy. Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, go ahead. Go get those guys instead of guys who are possibly not playing if you're going to wait on quarterback. If you're going to invest high in the Superflex, please do not get any of these guys. You're going to be burned. So like and subscribe for your boy. Make sure you hit the shop. Link in the bio for the merch. And I'll see you guys next week for another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ. Peace.